accounting professor here on YouTube, and welcome. One of my viewers asked, or one of my subscribers, hopefully, had an interest in becoming an Alaska CPA. So I'm going to focus here on what it takes to become licensed and to meet the educational requirements to become an Alaska CPA. I have done this previously for South Carolina. So I'm now with, once this one's complete, I've got 47 more to go. And of course, California. So coming over here, my disclaimer and copyright notice: the information and opinions in this presentation are those of myself and not my employers or affiliated organizations, including but not limited to Irvine Valley College and the South Orange County Community College District. The presentation is for educational purposes only and does not constitute any legal or accounting advice whatsoever. My further disclaimer, okay, so when I'm going through and talking to you about what it takes to become a CPA, or if anybody is telling you, the Board of Accountancy, which in Alaska is the Board of Public Accountancy, they hold the last rights. They're the ones who basically will say whether or not your experience, your education goes through and meets the requirements to become licensed. So again, please, 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 this is really a video to help you kind of get started, but taking it over the finish line. And again, I will be including a lot of links for you. So hopefully you find this video helpful. This presentation is copyright 2023 by Bennett Tchaikovsky. All rights are reserved. Any distribution is strictly prohibited. I've never done a mapping to the Alaska CPA requirements before, but let's kind of go through and take a look at what it takes to become an Alaska CPA. So to become licensed, you got to be of good moral character. You also have to be 19 years old. Also, to become licensed, this is not to sit, but to become licensed, you have to have 150 semester units in specific areas. We'll talk about that momentarily. And also you have to have 2 years of accounting experience that is satisfactory to the board. You also have to pass the CPA exam, take the ethics exam, basically from the AICPA. Just comparing to California, California requires 150 semester units and 1 year of experience. And it is that 1 year of experience is extremely broad. So again, when we look over here at for Alaska, it's probably a little bit different. So let's jump over here though to, let's talk a little bit more specifically about the accounting concentration. Now, this is not a degree in accounting, rather it is an accounting concentration. In order to meet the accounting concentration requirements, you need to have 24 semester units of the 150, or you're beyond 150, whatever it might be. So it's really, they're only asking for in total about 33 semester units. I think that's right, 33 semester units in total in areas. Now, with these 33 units, though, right, California is roughly 78, but with these 33 units, it is extremely specific. And of the 24 units of accounting, you can have no more than 6 units in one particular area. So when you're looking at things like accounting principles or accounting theory, that could be like financial accounting or another introductory to accounting course, intermediate accounting, income tax, cost accounting. You know, I kind of wonder if managerial would kind of count towards that. I'm assuming it might. Auditing, advanced accounting, accounting theory, governmental accounting, and then detection of fraud. So they want you to have 24 semester units in these different areas. Notice there's no accounting ethics, there's no payroll. Well, if it said like payroll tax, it might, something like that may qualify. But again, I would be really careful. I would want to be taking things like individual income taxation, corporate income taxation for these parts over here. Now, one of the reasons why this is my take 2 of this video is that you need another 9 units. Now, the 9 units has to have at least 3 units of business law, at least 3 units of economics, and another 3 units of either statistics, computer science, or mathematics. So that's generally what you have to do to meet that. This is a part of the 150 semester unit requirement in order to kind of go through and to ultimately become licensed as a CPA. So when we kind of though look at this over here, so right, as we kind of saw right? There's a big difference between sitting for the exam and then ultimately becoming licensed as a CPA. So what I'm going to do right over here is I'm going to jump over here to the NASBA and just kind of look over here in terms of what they're going through and doing in terms of, how do you become a CPA in Alaska? So let's go ahead and take a look over here. So you got to be of good moral character, 19 years of age, and meet one of the requirements, right? This is for sitting. Sitting and licensing are very, very different, right? So a degree in accounting concentration, right? It's not like you don't have to have, it could be any degree, right? But this is where you're kind of going through a completed bachelor's degree or its equivalent conferred by a regionally accredited college or university. So it's got to be accredited. 24 semester hours of accounting, which we already just discussed, 3 semester units in law, 3 in business economics, 3 semester in college level math. And then over here, a completed bachelor's degree or its equivalent conferred by a regionally accredited college or university, and 15 semester hours in accounting. So this, yeah, this is actually somewhat kind of misleading because this doesn't really make a lot of sense, because this kind of like is going through, I guess which includes this, maybe it's this or this. Maybe to sit, you can have 15 semester hours. I honestly, that would be a question for the Alaska Board of Accountancy. I'll send them an email, then do a follow-up video if it's needed. Degree in process and accounting, which includes the applicant is within 18 semester hours of completing a bachelor's degree, which is roughly about 6 months, or its equivalent from a regionally accredited college or university, and completion of 15 semester hours in accounting. So this up here, now I think I'm kind of seeing this. So to sit, you've got to have at least the 15 of accounting. To become licensed, you would need another 8 and then another 9 basically down here. So it's just different ways you have of basically of completing. So again, over here, a completed bachelor's degree with the 15, a completed bachelor's degree with everything, and then you're almost done with your bachelor's, and then basically completion of 15 semester hours of accounting. Degree in qualifying experience is like you have a bachelor's degree and then you have 1 year of public accounting experience. So you may be able to say, well, I have a bachelor's degree and I've worked under a CPA for 1 year, so I now can go through and sit. But again, you're going to have to go through ultimately to become licensed. You're going to have the 24 semester units of accounting in those very specific areas, and then the 9 units of economics, business law, and then the math, statistics, or the other one, which or computer science. Okay. To qualify based on experience, you've got to submit this. So if you're going under this one, advanced degrees are not accepted in lieu of a bachelor's degree. So you have to have a bachelor's degree or its equivalent in order to basically, in all these different parts, it's either you got it or you're very close to getting it. So over here, transcripts, this kind of goes through all these other different parts. So with that all being said, right, I'm going to post this up. And if you're interested in becoming a CPA in Alaska, so I can, if you want to send this over to me, I'm more than happy to go through and to review it for you. You can download this form, and if you want to then go through and email to me, I do ask something of you though. When you are going through and you are trying to determine your units, right? Do not list just the courses you think are applicable. Please list everything. And I do that for a very specific reason, because there might be something that you might be going through and overlooking as you're going through and basically going through and determining the links. So again, I want to thank my subscriber for going here and asking me this question. It's great question. And then thank you once again. Please let me know if you need anything else, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're in a different state other than South Carolina, California, or Alaska, and you'd like to make a similar video, please reach out to me and I'd be more than happy to let you know. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great one.